revolution will be live.
A beating. That's a fine welcome for a prospective. Those bastards. If they hadn't outnumbered me, I came to join the Saltwalker militia. But a bunch of bandits stopped me, roughed me up, and tossed me to the side of the road. They didn't stop to answer questions, just told me to be on my way. You look pretty capable. Why don't you go up to the camp and figure it out for yourself?
You don't look like one of these flea-bitten bandits. Have you come to join the actual militia? The Saltwalker militia was formed to train up and join the war on the Covenant side, but a gang of bandits gradually joined up and then took over. Watch yourself, Wayfarer. The bully boys figure anyone who isn't with them is against them. Because we're barely trained militia, and they're all experienced fighters, we'd get slaughtered. Besides, Captain Uznagik, who's in charge of the actual militia, told us not to. Maybe he has some other plan, I don't know.
What? Are you one of Gudar's thugs come to harass me again? You want your arm broken too? I guess not. Apologies, stranger. Ever since the bandits moved into our camp, we've all been on edge. And I suspect they've been scaring away new volunteers. There's bad trouble ahead, if you ask me.
New around here, aren't you? I advise you to have a talk with Captain Uznagik. He's the officer in charge of the real militia here. Those of us still loyal to the effort to join the Covenant answer to him, and not Gudar's and his thugs.
Are you from the Covenant Army? I didn't expect you quite this soon. Frankly, sorry, stranger. I'm expecting a liaison from the Covenant military to visit and decide if our militia qualifies to join them. However, since Gudar's took charge, I'm afraid there's little chance of that. Ha! Noticed that, did you? Yes. The camp is divided between those still loyal to the militia and those loyal to Gudar's and his promises of easy living and gold. His gang are little better than bandits. I suspect he's up to no good. Because I know Gudar's from way back. We were in King Ramsay's service together. He was a good man then, and I have to believe there's still some good in him somewhere. Maybe it's just an old man's wishful thinking, but I'm not ready to fight him. And if you find out, maybe then I can decide what to do. Thank you. I accept your offer. Just be discreet about it. I don't want any fight.
Well, at least I'm not dead.
I saw you talking to Captain Uznagik. I hope he's finally going to do something about these ruffians and thieves. Heard he used to be a pirate. Got his ship by ambushing a captain and cutting his throat in cold blood. Then he claimed the title of captain for himself and made it stick. He'd already gotten a gang of his own bully boys into the crew, and he bought some of the others. The opposition was shouted down or chased off. Same thing again is my guess. He gets his gang to infest the militia, gains our trust, then murders the captain and takes over. Why mess with success?
You don't look like one of Gudar's bruisers. What do you need? Well, you can't just call him a bandit. He obviously has military experience, and he's smart. No doubt about that. He was someone of consequence before he sank to being a gang boss. Who knows? Perhaps he made a mistake and was disgraced and discharged. Or maybe he just developed a taste for gold and blood. Blood. I saw the look on his face when he killed our old captain. He enjoyed it.
I hear you resolved the standoff at Alcair Castle. I am glad no blood was shed.
I'm half a heartbeat from throwing you out of this camp. Why didn't you say so? I thought you were another Sand Eater come to fight for the Alakir. Gudars is a great man, but he has a tragic history. It's given him a gruff exterior, but his bully boys would follow him anywhere. Because if you're part of his loyal crew, you get treated right. The pick of the loot and back up when you're in trouble. He learned how to handle troops when he was in the army. The Sentinel Army, under old King Ramsay. He was an agent, part of what you call military intelligence. Lived in Tava's Blessing, had a family and little ones. On a mission, he learned that some pirates were planning to raid Tavas. He reported what he'd heard, but the general dismissed it and sent him on another mission. The pirates raided Tava's Blessing and killed Gudar's family. He swore revenge and went rogue. Who could blame him?
What? You've come to the right man, mate. I've been with Gudars longer than anyone. I was part of the group that helped him take his first ship. That's right, mate. Gudars had a grudge against this Captain Krona, so he goes around and gets together a small gang of boys who are sharp with a blade and none too nice about it. We join the crew, he kills this Krona, and we take over the ship. Oh, we pirated for a while. But now with the war going on, all the navies are at sea and it's too dangerous. So, Gudars comes up with another scheme and we comes ashore to work it. But that's private, see? Only told you because I like you. Keep mum.
Seems like no matter who's in charge, mages aren't appreciated.
Throw dice for gold. Interested?
This militia is falling apart. How much longer does Captain Uznagik expect to keep it together?
What have you learned of my old friend, Gudars? I see. That's terrible. But I don't see much left of the man I knew. And now he's demanding that I leave and take the other real militia with me, or die. We have no time left for... He's left us no choice. We have to adopt his own methods. Kill Gudars and cut off the head of the snake. I wish I was certain I'll succeed. I'm not too old to lead, but single combat against a younger man? Good. I hate to lose a battle in my own camp. Beat the drum in our combat arena, and Gudars will come to fight. He glories in turning the sand red with our recruit's blood, and set this up to show his prowess. It's time to show him yours instead.
Challenge? Good. I saw which tent you came out of, meddler. I'll make your death a painful one. This is your last chance to turn tail and run before I destroy you.
So you did it. I must admit, it's a relief. Traditionally, you would now be in command of the militia. But is that what you want? If not, who should be? Thank you. I appreciate your trust. We'll have to act fast, but the loyal troops and I will get this camp cleaned up on the double. I think the Covenant will be proud of us.
Yeah!
It is good to see you again, my friend. Now I understand why Tuwaka bid me to come here to Hunding's watch. If you are to save the Alakir Desert from the Withered Hand, there are things you must learn. Yes, many of them. And pilgrims come from all over Hammerfell to honor them, the heroes of our greatest wars. It is usually a quiet affair, but when one such as you arrives to teach you, if you are to be champion of the Alakir, you must understand the spirit of this desert and its people. Tuwaka says you must walk in the steps of our heroes. Battle the spirits of the enemies they faced. First you will face the Nidic peoples. When the Regatta first crashed on these shores, the Needs were first to challenge them. Fight the Nidic soldier spirits, claim their essences, and use them to summon and face their leader, War Chief Hakon. That was the name of our Yokudan ancestors during the exodus from our ancient homeland. After Yokuda sank beneath the waves, they sailed here in search of a new home. Their coming with the Nidic peoples were the ancient ancestors of our human kin here in Tamriel. Those who dwelled on the Isle of Hern had long struggled to resist the elves prior to the Regatta's arrival. Upon seeing the Yokudan sails, they struggled mightily. We honor their bravery. But no, they fell before the Yokudan onslaught like all the others. Yes, my friend, albeit slowly. Not all heed Tuwaka's words as I do. When the withered hand is no more, we will have much to do. All the corpses to be cleaned and dressed. Zet's tears. We will need more.
Sataka was the first serpent. The first. Shiri? I do not know this name, nor do I know anything about any Onsei ward. I know only that Satakal will soon devour himself. Devour us all. We must warn them. Or must we? No.
Not welcome here. We will defend our land.
In our fight against the Needs, we saw the raw power of defiance. We came to respect Tamriel and its warriors. You must now battle the giant Goblin King. Such things are difficult to imagine, yes. In those times, goblins were mighty beasts, and their cruelty was not tempered by cowardice as it is now. Their filthy strongholds littered the sands of Hammerfell. Horrible indeed. Our Yokudan ancestors could not tolerate such a blight on their new homeland. They would suffer no rivals, and so one of their mightiest heroes, Dozor Hundinga. Tuaka claimed him during one of the bloodiest battles of the campaign. But his son, Divad, filled with wrath over the slaying of his father, soon rose to The Song of Divad tells us that he and his band of sword singers worked their sacred forges and consulted eldritch tomes for many long years to create 5 great swords. With these blessed blades, well, Tuaka tells me that you must do battle with the spirits of the long-dead giant Goblin King. To what end? I do not know. But only fools doubt Tuaka's wisdom.
This is worse than a hangover.
Ironically, it was in our fight against the hideous goblins that we came to love the desert and its simple beauty. Now you must face the proud orc warriors of ancient Orsinium. The fight for the orc city proved to be one. It is the heart of orcdom in Tamriel, settled at the foot of the Hrothgarian Mountains. It is a city of simple things, towering and cold. It has been razed and rebuilt countless times. Conquerors is a strong word, but yes, of course they were. Our ancestors and the Bretons laid siege to the city for... You must face the ancient orcish specters in battle, and then summon and defeat their leader, General Theshaga. Tuaka says there is great wisdom.
are not welcome here. We will defend our land.
The swords of Yukuda were not often sheathed. Our long siege of Orsinium taught us the value of patience. Now you must face the forces of the Breton king, Joal. He was the king of Daggerfall during the siege of Orsinium. The embers of the Orcish hold had not even cooled before he took up arms against our ancestors, his former allies. He was slain by a heroic sword singer at the Battle of Bangkok. You must slay the perfidious spirits of King Joal's Breton army. Then King Joal himself, I suspect.
You served your purpose. Now you will die.
Joal's betrayal taught us yet another virtue. Caution. Wariness. We remain slow to trust, but loyal beyond measure. You have reached the summit. The make-way god. The greatest lesson of Hunding's watch is this. Wars are fleeting, but honor is eternal. The dunes of time are ever shifting. Kings rise and fall. Cities are raised and rebuilt. Alliances are forged and broken. But honor, glory, legend. Your valor strikes a mighty bell. The heroes have come here themselves. Nakela Leki, Derek Hallen, and both Frandar and Divad Hunding. Their spirits have come here to meet you, to challenge you, and... No, you will not cross blades. The sword singers were as much mages as warriors. They sought strength of body and of mind. These spirits will speak to you. Choose your words with care, though. Tawaka says they...
The blades are forbidden. We must not use them.
Without them, our people, our civilization will die.
Taking up those blades may lead to something far worse than death.
All choices exact a toll, Wayfarer. Some are trivial, but some linger for generations. I was forced to drink from a bitter cup in my time, and all Redguards have paid the price. I wonder if you would have made the same choice. Giant goblins, beasts thought conquered by Divad, have returned. The fight goes poorly. You know the location of powerful magicked blades. They are dangerous. They were hidden for a reason. Do you seek out the blades, or fight on without them? You would have met a glorious end. We chose the blades and destroyed the beasts. But as a result, the Shahai, our spirit swords, were forever destroyed. Centuries of wondrous tradition was snuffed out. I must bear this weight, always.
I spent my early years as a maiden of the Spirit Blade. As early as I can remember. Great heroes often carry the greatest regrets. They lie buried in the sand with the bones and broken blades, hidden, forgotten. I had many stories to pass on, but only one is... You have won a great battle and covered yourself in glory. But you are gravely wounded. A magical memory stone will allow you to record your last thoughts. Do you think of the battle recording history? Or do you immortalize your beloved family? The battle was important, yes. But is love not also worthy of remembrance? I thought of my training and the details of the battle, but as I turned my thoughts to family, death silenced me. Now they are forgotten, lost for all time.
Consider negotiation, my son.
To the dogs with that! Hira has killed my mother. He killed your wife.
What you say is true. But many more wives and sisters will die if we take up the sword.
This cave has made a coward of you. We must fight!
To choose for oneself is simple. To choose for a nation is hard. The heaviest blade is as a feather compared to the trust of one's people. Abide with me, and listen carefully. A tyrant threatens your people. If you submit to him and become his willing thrall, your people will be shown mercy. If you attack, you and your people will be driven from your homeland and exiled to the sea. What do you do? I too choose to attack. But all choices bear a cost, Wayfarer. When the last sword was sheathed in the shadow of Mount Hatu, the dead were beyond counting. Many more were lost at sea during the Exodus. Was the price of honor too high? When you choose for one, you choose.
The goblins approach, my lord. They will slaughter our scouts.
We must hold this pass or the war is lost. Their sacrifice will be remembered always.
Many of our noblest warriors will be slain. How can you turn your back to them?
A goat will run if you strike it. A jackal may bite if you give chase. Only man can choose to do nothing. The path of restraint is often the hardest. I pose to you a question, one that still haunts me. You are a scout for a great army, perched on a mountainside. In the pass below, a band of enemy soldiers slowly approach the position of your dearest friend. Do you abandon your post to help your friend, or do you remain hidden to report the attack? Yes, your friend may die if you do not render aid. But if you fail to report the assault, is not the entire army put at risk? How many men could lose their lives for this one soldier? One's loyalties are truly put to the test.
Tuwaka tells me the heroic spirits have returned to their slumber. Ah, only Tuwaka has such knowledge, my friend. I could barely hear you from here. Luckily, Tuwaka has shared some of his... Tuwaka tells me that you are bound to the greatest of Red Guard virtues, honor and loyalty. You are drawn to great summits and glorious ends. Hold fast to that courageous spirit. But know that sometimes we must make sacrifices. What? No! I simply thought you'd like to know what Tuwaka thought of you. He is an excellent judge of character. No. The real lesson of these heroes is that legend always carries a price. You must be prepared to pay that toll when it comes. Tuwaka extends his hand. You need only enter the portal, and you will be transported back to the desert below.
Please, tell me you have seen her. Shiri, the scholar's apprentice. Have you seen her? She had the ancient text from the Withered Hand necromancer at Tava's Blessing. She was supposed to go back to Bergama, but she never made it. We knew Shiri believed the Third Ward was here, and that you came this way, so we were hoping. Alas, there is one other place she might be, but I am too weak to make the journey. Will you take on the search for Shiri in my stead? It is not just Shiri. It is the text she found at Tava's Blessing. Scholar Zore says it must be kept away from the Withered Hand. Shiri has a cousin in Satakalam, Nahira. Please, you must go and see if Shiri is there. Thank you, my friend. Prince Azah said you were indispensable. I now see why. You do an old soldier a great favor by helping. I hope Shiri is not hurt, and even more so, I hope that text has not been taken again by the Withered Hand. I was beset by many troubles on the journey from Tava's Blessing. Scorpions, Dune Rippers, and then, not far from here, I was ambushed by the Withered Hand. I managed to kill the dirty dogs, but not before the... Yes, I just need time to rest, to eat, and to properly bandage my wounds. Finding Shiri is too important, though. I would have made myself go on, however slowly, if you were not here. I do not know, but it is all we have to go on. Scholar Zore was almost certain Shiri would have come here, but she suggested Satakalam as her next guess. Shiri was not close to her cousin, but Zorre said she planned to visit Nahira someday. She needs to take that text she found in Tava's blessing and bring it back to Zorre and Bergama. If you are willing, I would suggest you escort the girl there yourself. She seems to have a talent for getting lost.
On your way out in...
Truly have no mercy. Only the dead and the desperate end up in this part of the desert. You appear to be neither, so you must be a very brave soul. Do you intend to enter the cursed grounds? It is a place of decay, a place even the gods do not acknowledge. It is where the dishonored dead are sent. When one has shamed themselves beyond redemption, his or her body is dumped here. My wife's remains were sent here, unjustly. She was a good woman. I have come to see her remains consecrated, but it has proven difficult. I wonder if you could assist me. If so, come to the gates of the burial grounds and I... As you can see, this is a horrible place. They just dump the bodies anywhere. And the predators, these harpies, come to feed on the corpses. It was her older brother's fault. The dirty thief. He took advantage of her. He came to Zaria, on the run from some dangerous people to whom he owed a great deal of money. He asked her to sell some items. Yes, and Zaria knew that. But her brother promised to find legitimate work once he paid his debts. So she agreed to help. But then he and his friends came back, asking her to She turned them into the guard. But they had planted evidence on her, suggesting she had stolen some valuable gems. In the end, they were all executed. Even my poor Zaria. So now I ask, would you be willing to consecrate her remains? Take these funerary oils and perform the consecration. You will know Zaria's corpse because she still wears the wooden ring I gave her when we were first married. Find her remains and pour the oil upon them. That is all I ask.
If you have come to search my remains for the gems I was accused of stealing, then you are both a coward and a fool. You will not find the gems here. Only the corpse of a good woman who did not deserve this dishonor. No, wait! Please do not. It is sweet of Darius to try to do this for me, but I am not ready to go to the far shores. My body was dumped here for a crime I did not commit, and I would see myself exonerated before I rest. I do. The fiends who did this to me, my brother and his friends, their remains are here too. They framed me for stealing valuable gems, but the truth was that they swallowed the gems. They died with the proof of my innocence in their guts. Yes, as the corpses of the dirty dogs have decomposed, the gems have been exposed. If you would recover these gems, that would prove my innocence. Oh, Tuwaka, bless your soul. This will be immensely satisfying. Search the corpses of my brother Thadret, Hillid the Blade, and Islaeth the Highwayman. I expect their spirits may come forth. I may show up as well, just to watch you smite them. Hillid the Blade, you cowardly liar. Show yourself.
You got what you deserve, wench.
Thadret, being your sister was my greatest dishonor. You disgust me. Show yourself.
You're a fool, Zaria. Even in death.
Islaeth the Highwayman, you dirty dog. Show yourself.
You betrayed us first.
May those bastards' evil souls languish here for all eternity. Now we must only nullify the wrong they did to me in life. If you will take the gemstones back to Darius, he can present them to the authorities and prove my innocence. Justice is done. Thank you for your part in this. I am ready to go to the far shores even now. Take my ring and the gems to Darius. I know he will see this through, and with that knowledge, I can rest. I am. Do what you came here to do. Goodbye.
I prayed Tuwaka would guide you. Did you find Zaria? I heard fighting amongst the dead. Is she all right? Wonder of wonders. Her ring shows you speak the truth. And these are the stolen gems. They will prove her innocence. I can bury my wife with honor beside our family. This is more than I ever hoped. Thank you.
Tales are told of your valor.
You look like a person of great intelligence. Allow me, Wayfarer, to let you in on a secret. What? Sand-blown mine, my friend. I don't even know where that is, or what it is even. Is it nearby? Sending people to a mine? By more was left teat. Why would I do that? Is there gold there? Dreadful. Well, all this talk of snakes and mines, it is exhausting. I'll just be going now. I have a long day of work tomorrow. Lifting things, you know, carrying them, that sort of thing. Well, that is to say, they made me do it. Friend, I beseech you, show mercy. I am an innocent man. I had no choice. They told me they would feed me to the snake if I didn't cooperate. Please, just let me go. You will not be sorry, my friend. I assure you that my days of aiding man-eating servants are over.
I'm busy, very busy.
May prosper.
The revolution will be live.